Today we're chatting with Nick Foss at Oak and Iron Golf and Provision, and welcome, Nick.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so we're really excited to be out here on the edge of Fergus Falls exploring Oak and Iron. I know I've kind of wondered, obviously, combination golf simulator and some other things as well. Talk a little bit about what Oak and Iron is.
Yeah, so we're a golf simulator here in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. We have three private bays, all kind of the same layout. We got leather couches, TV, fireplace, some very high-end simulation technology. We just kind of wanted to create an environment. You see a lot of simulators that are kind of open up, and you can kind of see everyone hitting. And we really wanted to kind of do the the private stuff, just to kind of keep it secluded from everything. And there's some people that don't want to see their see their swings. So we
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
I don't have a very good swing.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of good comments about the private bays, and they're very large from a lot of the other simulators. So yeah, we just kind of wanted to keep that private aspect to it. So if people wanted to try out golf, but they didn't want to see people watching them swing, it's been kind of nice.
So I think one thing people think of when they think of golf is, number one, you've got to be good. So obviously you've kind of debunked that, and that it's a little bit more private. Yeah. I think one other common misconception with golf is that, it's expensive, and there are probably people that have seen this online that have been curious. I know I've been curious about it, thinking it must be kind of expensive because this is a pretty beautiful space, but actually it's pretty reasonable. Talk about the fees to come out here.
Yep, so we get a lot of questions about rates. So we have a couple different rates. So Monday through Friday, or Thursday before 4, it's $40 an hour. And that's for the room. So if you bring 4 people in, it's still $40. So a lot of people will come in with 4 guys, split it 4 ways, and it's $10, so it's pretty cheap. And then after 4 is $47.50, and then all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday is also $47.50.
Very cool. So very reasonable and really easy to get the guys together, or the gals, or maybe a couples thing, to come out here. Yeah. Is there a limit on the rooms, like a max number of people you allow in one of the rooms?
Usually, I get that question a lot too. I've been kind of recommending that 4 to 6, just kind of you fit pretty comfortably in here. You can bring 8 people. I usually say kind of keep it around 8, just to not make it too crowded in here, but that 4 to 6 is pretty ideal for space.
So tell me a little bit about, so we know what the golf portion is, but what about the provisions? What does that entail?
Yep, so we're also going to be adding on some food. Our plans got a little delayed with a couple complications, but we will be serving kind of some pizza, nachos, paninis, that kind of food. And then we also will have alcohol as well, but we have to kind of get that all figured out first. But that is coming. So.
Any estimate on kind of a timeline when people can?
We're at the plumbers are kind of figuring that all now, so we're kind of at their disposal. But,
Wonderful, awesome. As far as this place goes, is this something? Could someone come out and rent out all 3 bays and kind of the entire space if they wanted, maybe for a larger event?
Yep, we've had a lot of. We already have. I think next week we have a corporate event here. They're pretty much booking out the whole facility for a couple hours, and so we're in the works of getting a conference room set, so people, if want to have meetings or whatever, they can do that. So we've had a lot of people asking about the events.
Sure. And one final question, how about, are there any other services or lessons or anything? I mean, you talked about people who are not very good golfers like me. If I wanted someone to work with me, do you guys offer any lessons?
Yep, so we, one of our workers is getting trained right now through the PGA. He's almost done, and he will be doing lessons for us. We will be dropping some news on Facebook about that pretty soon here, any day now. We will be doing lessons, and then we also will be starting some leagues up here in March, and then we'll also have some signups for that coming out soon.
And maybe one further question, and maybe you don't want to comment on it yet, but obviously summertime may be a little bit more quiet for a facility with it being nice outside and the courses being open. Is there anything else we can expect from this facility?
Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns. We're just kind of getting opened up. There's some talk about maybe doing some escape room type stuff or some activity that would be a little bit different in Fergus, but we're kind of still working that through. But yeah.
Very cool. Well, Nick Foss, thanks so much for visiting with me and showing me Oak and Iron.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for coming in.
You bet.